Hi guys, and welcome to the Electrek Singularity. I'm your host, Sam Evans. Today, we're looking at an article on Electrek by none other than Fred Lambert, I don't know. The article is titled, Tesla's Toxic Superfans Are Giving Community a Bad Name as Stories Go Mainstream. I'm a little bit skeptical on this one, but here we go. Tesla's problem with toxic fandom is starting to give the community a bad name as some stories of attacks against other electric vehicles go mainstream. The Detroit Free Press came out with a new article today headlined, Tesla owner with Mustang Mach-E reports threats on social media from Tesla fans. It includes several reports from new Mustang Mach-E owners and reviewers receiving disturbing comments from Tesla fans about their review of the new electric vehicle. One was like, I hope the car loses control and crashes, or the car is going to catch fire when you're driving it, he said. I took that as a threat. For you to have any kind of ill will on anybody, why would you say that? Then someone privately messaged me, you're full of shit and I know what your Tesla looks like. If I see it, that private message on Facebook was more threatening. Sounds ridiculous to me, like someone being sensitive, getting their panties in a knot over nothing. Someone who is trying to engage with other people and trying to antagonize people. Sorry, Fred, not buying it, buddy. Most of the comments were coming from the same well-known Tesla fans on Facebook and Twitter. Some of those positive reviews of the Mach-E came from Tesla owners and fans who became disillusioned by the community's response. Before I knew it, about 65% of the comments were just bashing me, he said. Part of me wants to get rid of my Tesla just not to have the association. A couple here and there, okay, but folks are commenting and saying disgusting things. You let Big Oil buy you, and how much are people paying you? If that's what's associated with being a Tesla owner, why do I want to be part of that group? It's not cool. In some of the most extreme cases, people reported receiving death threats for the positive comments on the Mustang Mach-E. Sorry, without examples, without proof, I don't believe that happened at all. Electrek's take. Last year, we posted a controversial op-ed titled Tesla Superfandom Becomes Toxic, Negative for Electrek Revolution. It explored the problem with the rise of a group of Tesla superfans who are creating a toxic environment by trying to suppress legitimate criticisms of Tesla, take positive outlooks on other electric vehicles, and spread misinformation if it puts Tesla in a positive light. Well, sorry, Fred, but everybody knows, everybody on the Electrek forum, Electrek website knows that you intentionally engaged in clickbait articles intended to damage the Tesla brand because you know they get more clicks to your website. This much is certain. Unfortunately, you have indulged in creating this situation and you are part of the problem. Fred Lambert. True story. Moving on. Fred says, our article attempted to highlight the problem within the community before it becomes too big and affects the reputation of the Tesla community. But now the mainstream media are picking it up. That's exactly what we were trying to avoid. Were you? To be fair, it looks like the Free Press article was driven by Mike Levine, North American communication manager at Ford, who himself has had a combative attitude against Tesla. So it turns out it came from Ford. And now you're publishing it. Fred. Update. Levine says he had nothing to do with the article and he was only quoted for his comment to one of the Mach-E owners who was targeted by Tesla fans. Sure. Okay, guys. I think that's worth mentioning, but it doesn't in any way excuse some of the comments coming from these Tesla superfans. There's just no excuse for that, says Fred. I'm a big Tesla fan myself. That's been debunked on numerous occasions, Fred. Lying is not a good strategy, mate, to win you fans or to win you approval. I own stock in the company. I own 3 Tesla vehicles that I love, but I agree that Tesla is not perfect and there's plenty of legitimate criticisms against the automaker and its vehicles. Well, hundreds and hundreds of criticisms if it's your opinion that we're going to take here, Fred, because saying several is not true when you've published hundreds of them. I can also appreciate other electric vehicles that actually are part of Tesla's mission to accelerate the electric vehicle transition. I know where they're coming from. The media has often pushed this idea that every new EV from legacy automakers were Tesla killers. That created a hostile perspective of other EVs, but we know that this perspective is false and it was just created by the media. Two wrongs don't make a right. Worth thinking about that, Fred. And the Tesla community needs to drown the comments of those toxic superfans with more encouraging comments for automakers who are taking the electric transition seriously and for the people who are going electric with those vehicles. This is just utter drivel and nonsense from Fred. Utter nonsense. If you've spent even a couple of hours reading articles on the Electrek website, you'll know that 99% of Tesla fans do appreciate other vehicles. 99% of them do appreciate other electric vehicles. 99% of Tesla fans don't unfairly bash other vehicle owners. In fact, it's the other way around. Just jump onto Car Advice, an Australian website. Jump onto many global websites, motoring websites, where they bash Tesla car owners. The number there far outweighs the number of people on Electrek or Teslarati. Getting back to the article, it's fair to compare EVs with each other, but I beg Tesla fans not to go on the defensive when someone favourably compares another EV to a Tesla vehicle. Instead, be glad that they actually like an all-electric vehicle. Tesla will be fine either way. Honestly, I'm really sick and tired of Fred's nonsense. He doesn't like Elon because Elon doesn't personally consider him as a friend anymore, and Elon doesn't respond to his emails anymore, so he bashes Elon whenever he gets the chance. I agree with Fred. I agree with many people. Tesla, like every car brand, has issues. Tesla has things that pop up from time to time that usually they address, sometimes they don't, which are issues. And that's legitimate. However, Electrek goes way overboard in their reporting of these issues and often extremely dramatizes these issues for clicks. Electrek and Fred are unfortunately no different to other mainstream news websites where they will basically say anything to get clicks. Unfortunately, that's the truth. I think it didn't used to be the case on Electrek, but unfortunately over the past 12 months, they have certainly changed to reflect that sentiment more so than they have in the past. All right, guys, that's my experience. Let's look at some of the comments and see if Fred is correct about Tesla's superfans saying terrible things to people in the forums. Here's a forum. Brian K. Social media sucks. It gives a small number of folks a speaking platform that regularly gets abused. 68 likes, 1 dislike. Well, it appears as though the many Tesla fans on Electrek have agreed with you, Brian K. Max says, agreed. People say things on social media they would never say to the person face to face. It's gutless, really. All right, moving on. The next most popular comment, internet is toxic in general. Go anywhere, Facebook, Twitter, even Reddit. And Hi Zen Hour says, I came to say the same thing. If you post it, the trolls will come. Negativity is much more popular than positivity. Very true. Bill Johnson responds and says, no, maybe not, but just like Tesla isn't the only EV maker, they do pretty much own the field. Alrighty. And our third most popular comment comes from Grendel. And let's be clear that some rabidly anti-Tesla people occasionally pose as a Tesla fan to give them a bad rep. There are certainly a few Tesla extremists that do go too far. Of course, there are people on here that pretend to be Tesla fans to try and give them a bad name and talk nonsense. There's also a very, very, very small number of extreme Tesla superfans, just like there's a small number of extreme Ford superfans and extreme GM superfans and extreme Mercedes superfans, and extreme every brand that's popular superfans. Unfortunately, Fred isn't interested in addressing those superfans. He's only interested in addressing Tesla superfans because it brings his website more clicks, significantly more clicks. Anything with the word Tesla in the title brings more clicks. Obviously, we all know that. Guys, I've enjoyed discussing this article, and I hope you have too. Hopefully you're not a Tesla superfan, but just a Tesla fan, as am I. Have a great day. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.